I want to make a goal of mine publicly known so that you can hold me to it. You know, one of the best ways to actually get something done is to tell other people that you plan to do it. And my goal is to stop explaining myself to idiots. Now, you might say, whoa, whoa, sir, that's very aggressive language. What do you mean? In order to try to save myself from thousands of horrible comments, tweets, and emails, I will often over explain things and give disclaimers. And I really am only doing that to people who are just nuts or are bad faith actors. So like when I say, hey guys, you know, in the Russia-Ukraine thing, Putin's the aggressor. But to be clear, I don't support American imperialism. I don't think the U.S. is a perfect actor with an unblemished record of foreign relations. I do not favor the U.S. sending troops to Ukraine. I do not think the U.S. should choose the leaders in other countries. And all of those disclaimers are really for like 5% of my audience. Now, I wish it was like 1% or less, but it is about 5% of the audience. But it's a very loud 5%. It's a very weaponized 5%. But most of you know that I don't mean invade Russia when I say Putin is being the aggressor here. And likewise, when I say, you know, I can't support the former Chavez, now Maduro regime in Venezuela because they've raped and pillaged the country's resources for themselves while spewing false populist rhetoric about how they're going to help everybody. And meanwhile, people can't even afford food, which there are shortages of anyway. I don't mean invade Venezuela. I don't mean assassinate Maduro. I don't mean that the U.S. should pick who is the leader in Venezuela. I only mean I don't like Maduro. 95% of you get that, but the 5% that don't or refuse to are really loud and really annoying. But this isn't normal. This isn't a normal way to talk about things. And this is sadly a toxic reality of the internet. This is kind of like how Twitter works and social media. All these platforms select and highlight reactionaries and outrageous responses to content. I'll give you kind of like a benign example. I post a picture of myself having a cappuccino at a coffee shop in Los Angeles the way I did 2 months ago. This was on Instagram, not Twitter. 99% of the people who see me with my stupid cappuccino say nothing. I never hear from 99% of the people who see that picture. 1% leave a comment. 90% of the comments are completely normal. Weather looks great. Looks great. Have fun. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Of the comments, okay, so we're talking 10% of the 1%, the people who choose to comment, of those comments, 10%, people go crazy. David, you're traveling during a pandemic. You're so irresponsible. How dare you? You know, people died of COVID today. The other one, you're not wearing a mask, David. You don't care about other people. You're so self-centered that you drink a cappuccino with no mask. And number 3, are you drinking cow's milk? How are you not a vegan? You're a terrible person. It's not normal. And social media really skews this because most people see a guy with a coffee and they move on with their day. But the internet has created this almost defensive status quo for posting anything. And on my show, I'm in this defensive mode whenever I comment on stuff, even though anybody normal or acting in good faith realizes these are not normal reactions and that I'm not saying whatever the worst faith possible interpretation of my words actually is. So my new effort is going to be not to do the disclaimers and the defensiveness when I just give my opinion about things on the show, because at the end of the day, not only is it preposterous to cater to people who are, quite frankly, nuts or bad faith actors, it also won't stop them from saying the exact same things. I've got an example for you. Look at the comments on my recent Russia clips. In those videos, I say, Putin is the aggressor, but I'm not an imperialist. I don't want war. I don't want U.S. troops there. I don't want U.S. involvement beyond, you know, if NATO as an organization says, well, we're going to support Ukraine in some way. I don't want the U.S. doing regime change. And I look at the video and I see comments like the ones I'm putting up on the screen for you right now. You're just repeating establishment talking points and neocon lies, David. I'm not imperialist, but let's have war. Now, I did the disclaimers and I still got the comment. Next comment. You are an imperialist. No. I explained it. Another comment. Tulsi is a twisted grifter, but you're brazenly lying, warmongering, imperialist trash, David. I'm going to do my best because either way, they're going to say that stuff. So at the end of the day, I don't do the show for that crazy 5%. I'm doing the show for the good faith 95%. So the other 5% can, quite frankly, go to wherever. Hold me to it. Keep me honest. Okay. I appreciate that.